Hi folks, welcome to my channel, The Average Dermadoc. Let's begin the show. What is aging? It is a progressive, inevitable and irreversible. Inevitable means unavoidable, irreversible means no one can bring back your age. Decline in physiological functions of the body that occurs with time, leading to increased vulnerability to disease and death. This aging process is conveyed by skin to the external world by its appearance. What is the pathogenesis or molecular mechanisms of skin aging? First one, mainly oxidative stress. On exposure to UV radiation, reactive oxygen species stimulates the downstream signaling pathways like nuclear factor kappa beta activator protein 1, which leads to increase in matrix metalloproteinases like collagenases, which causes degradation of collagen, leading to reduction in the levels of collagen and loss of suppleness of the skin. Next, DNA damage. On UV exposure, there will be DNA damage which leads to skin aging, and there will be mutations also which leads to carcinogenesis. That's why old age individuals are more prone to benign, premalignant and malignant skin lesions. Telomere shortening with each cell division leads to cellular senescence, ultimately cell death. Because senescent cell will undergo apoptosis, finally death. MicroRNA, these are non-coding RNAs. If they get dysregulated, it will also lead to cellular senescence and cell death. Advanced glycation end products accumulation because of sugars affects the normal functioning. For example, glycated elastin and collagen leads to reduction in elasticity, tensile strength and hydration of skin. Chronic low-grade inflammation called inflammaging. On exposure to UV radiation, there develops oxidative stress, which leads to keratinocyte damage and formation of oxidized lipids, which are dangerous, which will lead to complement activation, chronic inflammation and dermal damage. Epigenetic processes controls the expression of genes and plays an important role in aging. For example, histone modification, altered DNA methylation. Until now, we observed that aging is of two types. One is intrinsic because of telomere shortening. One is extrinsic, mainly because of sun exposure. So, this aging is also called as photoaging. Both these aging process, intrinsic and extrinsic, runs together. Each and every individual who are born will undergo intrinsic aging naturally. That's why it is called physiological aging. Upon that, on exposure to sunlight, we may get photoaging. This photoaging may accelerate intrinsic aging also. Intrinsic aging is seen in photoprotected areas like inner arms and inner thighs. Extrinsic aging in photo-exposed areas. What are those? Face, V area of neck and dorsum of hand. Each and every part of the body will be undergoing intrinsic aging naturally. Upon that, if the areas which are going to get exposed to sunlight will undergo photoaging also. Intrinsic aging is because of cellular senescence due to genetical and hormonal factors. Whereas here photoaging in name itself, it's telling us photo, sun exposure, smoking, pollution and poor nutrition. That's why adequate proper diet is necessary so that we can postpone extrinsic aging. In intrinsic aging, epidermis becomes thin. Why? Because there will be reduction in proliferative capacity. As one ages, the proliferative capacity of all the cells, including keratinocytes, reduces. Hence, epidermis becomes thin. Whereas in photoaging, it may show atrophy or hyperplasia, depending upon the variant. In both the aging dermis, there will be reduction in collagen and elastin levels. Clinical features of intrinsic aging are thin, dry, pale skin with fine wrinkles, increased fragility, laxity and reduced elasticity, obviously because of reduction collagen and elastin. No dyspigmentation will be there. There will be more prone to benign neoplasms. Hallmark is seborrheic keratosis for intrinsic aging. Now coming to extrinsic aging, here there will be coarse wrinkles and fragility, laxity, reduced elasticity is same. Here there will be dyspigmentation because we are exposing to sunlight. There will be obviously dyspigmentation. More prone to pre-malignant and malignancies. Hallmark of pre-malignant lesion is actinic keratosis. This is mainly hallmark for the variant atrophic extrinsic aging. A for atrophic, A for actinic keratosis. Solar or actinic elastosis. Name itself we can guess. Solar means exposing to sunlight, that is extrinsic aging. It is mainly hallmark for hypertrophic variant of extrinsic aging. Extrinsic aging is of two types. One is because of proliferative exhaustion, atrophic variant. One is because of protective hyperplasia, hypertrophic variant. Here there will be extensive fine wrinkles. As the name suggests, atrophy, telangiectasia, focal dyspigmentation. Here, as the name suggests, hypertrophy, thick leathery skin with uniform tanning. Ultimately, a single patient will have combination of intrinsic and both the variants of extrinsic aging at the same time. Remember the channel name. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hasta la vista. До свидания.